today at the court?
Well, Leanne, today we expect the proceedings to last about 15 minutes. That's what the NPA has said to us, saying that it's going to ask for a postponement into the matter as these investigations are still continuing. It's hoping to have its investigation complete by August this year. By then, it's hoping to start the trial. We do understand that the investigation at the moment is currently at an advanced stage with key evidence being considered, that being the forensic evidence as well as the ballistics, which will place Oscar Pistorius on the crime scene on the night of the murder. Well, the state has said in the meantime it's still busy with those investigations and also considering other investigations or evidence such as telephone records as well as witnesses that are going to testify in the matter. We do know that there were some neighbors that claimed they heard an argument before the shooting. So the state is busy with the investigation and it's hoping that it will wrap up all of its investigation by August, by when it will then hand over its evidence to the defense.
Okay. And many are saying that the case might only get underway next year. Is this news that you're getting? I mean, we go back to court in August and then perhaps the trial only starts next year?
Well, Leanne, that is highly possible because if you think about it, once the state has concluded or wrapped up its evidence, it will then have to hand over that evidence to the defense team, which will then have to scrutinize that evidence and, if needed, also call in for more expertise to try and oppose some of the state's evidence. So definitely it could see the defense asking for more time to do this, to prepare for its own case, and possibly asking for trial to even begin as early as next year. So there is highly a possibility that the trial could not begin in August as planned by the state, but move further to early next year to allow defense to prepare its case as well.
What about just in terms of controlling the media? Because we do know that this is of huge local and international attention, and many people wanting to see Oscar Pistorius. We haven't really seen him in a long time. How are the precautions outside of the courtroom and inside the courtroom? Have you been briefed as to how things are going to happen during these 15 minutes, basically?
Well, Leanne, what we do know is that the Justice Department had issued regulations and instructions as to how proceedings will continue today. The media was accredited earlier last week. Cameramen as well as journalists were all called and their names were taken to allow the accreditation process to take place and to make sure that everybody is registered who is going to be inside. So those who are not going to be accredited or those who have not been accredited thus far will not be inside court. As you know, last time it was a full court and there were many journalists, hundreds of journalists who were left outside because the courtroom is just too small. So this time around they have issued instructions as well as accredited those who will be inside, and there will be pool feeds for other journalists who are not able to get inside court, as well as photographers will also distribute photographs to other media houses that were not able to get inside court. But it looked as if everything today is planned and everything will go according to the plan as set by the Justice Department.
All right, Manqoba, just finally, in terms of what came out last week with international news agency Sky News leaking photographs of the murder scene, is this going to come up today, or is that something that's not going to be looked at today? Because I know that there seems to be big issues around this as well, and the effect that this will have on the court case.
Well, Leanne, certainly it did create an uproar when those photos were broadcast last week. But what we've heard over the days is that actually there is no law that's inhibiting the publishing of crime scene photographs. That being said, obviously by the reporter, the Sky News reporter in question, saying that one of the top constitutional experts has said that according to our criminal law, there is no law prohibiting the publishing of these photos. But we do not know at this stage whether these photos or the leaking of these photos thereof will make any mention today in the court proceedings. But we know that it's certainly caused an uproar within the family and Pistorius' lawyers as well as the state. So it's something else that we will be watching, and hopefully we will be able to later update whether this was indeed discussed in court today.
Manqoba outside the Pretoria Magistrate Court, thank you very much for the update. We'll certainly cross to him again.